Ever felt like life just wants to bury you? Like you're down so low, there's no way up? I've been there. Rock bottom tried to swallow me whole, but I didn't stay down. What if I told you that your toughest battles hold the key to your greatest transformation? Today, I'm sharing how I turned my darkest moments into the fuel that turned me into a warrior. Are you ready to rise no matter how hard life hits you? Pain is your greatest teacher. Life will break you. It will test you. But pain is the best damn teacher you'll ever have if you're willing to listen. Most people run from pain, but warriors lean into it. They use it as fuel. Most people run from pain. They avoid discomfort like it's the plague. But let me tell you something. Pain is the best damn teacher you will ever have. It doesn't lie, it doesn't sugarcoat, and it sure as hell doesn't care about your feelings. But if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to endure, pain will shape you into something unstoppable. Think about it. Every breakthrough in life comes from struggle. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you're tested, when life pushes you to the edge, and you have to decide, am I going to quit or am I going to fight? That decision defines you. Pain is the gym for your mind. Just like lifting weights tears your muscles so they can rebuild stronger, challenges in life tear you down so you can come back sharper, tougher, and more resilient. Every rejection, every failure, every moment of doubt, it's all part of the process. Most people quit when it hurts. A warrior keeps going. So how do you apply this to daily life? You stop avoiding the hard things. You stop making excuses. You push through even when you don't feel like it. You wake up early when you'd rather sleep. You do the work when motivation is nowhere to be found. You take the cold shower, hit the gym when you're sore. Have the tough conversation you've been avoiding. Because every time you push through discomfort, you prove to yourself that pain doesn't control you. You control you. You have to rewire your mindset. Instead of seeing pain as a sign to stop, see it as a sign that you're leveling up. That struggle, that's your edge. That's what separates the weak from the warriors. So the next time life knocks you down, don't complain. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Smile. Because that pain, that's your teacher. And it's molding you into something unstoppable. Rock bottom is the foundation for your rise. When you hit rock bottom, you have two choices. Stay there and rot, or start climbing. Nobody's coming to save you. No excuses, no pity parties. It's on you to get up and fight. Hitting rock bottom feels like the end. You feel lost, broken, and maybe even hopeless. But let me tell you something, rock bottom isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's the place where real warriors are made. Most people see failure, pain, and struggle as signs to quit. They think because they've fallen, they can't get back up. But falling is part of the process. It's where you find out what you're truly made of. Every champion, every warrior, every unstoppable person you admire, they all hit rock bottom at some point. The difference? They didn't stay there. See, rock bottom gives you a choice. Stay down and let life bury you, or get up and start climbing. And that climb, that's where you build real strength. That's where you develop the mindset that says, I will not be defeated. How do you apply this to daily life? You stop seeing setbacks as failures, and you start seeing them as breakthroughs. You didn't get the job? Good. Use that rejection as fuel to improve yourself. Your business failed? Learn from it. Adapt and come back stronger. You feel stuck in life? Perfect. This is your chance to rebuild yourself from the ground up. Every time life knocks you down, you have to ask yourself, am I going to let this define me, or am I going to use this as fuel? Because the truth is, rock bottom isn't there to destroy you, it's there to wake you up. It strips away the distractions, the excuses, and the comfort zones, leaving you with only one option: to fight. So if you're at your lowest point right now, understand this. This isn't the end. This is where your story truly begins. The only way from here is up. But you have to make the decision. Are you going to let rock bottom bury you, or are you going to build your foundation and rise? Get up, fight back, and become the warrior you were meant to be. Your mind is a weapon. Sharpen it. Weak minds break under pressure. A warrior's mind gets sharper. Every struggle is a rep. Every failure is a lesson. You either train your mind, or life will train it for you. With pain, with loss, with hardship. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. Weak minds break under pressure. Strong minds sharpen. The difference? Training. Just like a blade gets sharper with friction, your mind gets sharper through adversity. But most people don't train their minds. They let fear, doubt, and negativity dull them. Every day, life is going to test you. You'll face setbacks, rejection, and pain. And if your mind isn't strong, you'll fold. You'll start making excuses, blaming your circumstances, and staying stuck in the same cycle. But a warrior trains their mind to push through, no matter what. How do you do that in daily life? You stop running from discomfort. You stop giving in to the voice that says, I don't feel like it. When your alarm goes off, you don't hit snooze, you get up. When you don't want to work out, you do it anyway. When life gets hard, instead of complaining, you ask yourself, how can I use this to get stronger? Your thoughts control your reality. If you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, you won't. But if you train yourself to say, I will find a way, your mind starts searching for solutions instead of excuses. That's how warriors think. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They act, regardless of how they feel. Every time you push through discomfort, you're sharpening your mind. Every time you do what's hard instead of what's easy, you're building resilience. And the more you do that, the stronger you become. So if life is hitting you hard right now, good. This is your training ground. This is where you sharpen your mind. Stop letting your emotions control you. Stop letting fear dictate your actions. Decide right now that you will not break. Because a warrior's mind isn't born, it's built. And it's built through fire. Nobody can bury you unless you let them. People will doubt you, they'll count you out, they'll throw dirt on your name, but let me tell you something. Dirt isn't just for burying, it's for planting. Turn their doubt into your damn roots and grow. People will doubt you, they will criticize you, laugh at you, and try to tear you down. Some will count you out before you even get started. But let me tell you something, nobody can bury you unless you let them. Life will throw dirt on you. Failure, rejection, setbacks. These things are unavoidable. But that dirt, it's not meant to bury you. It's meant to plant you. Every warrior, every champion, every unstoppable person has been through hell. The difference? They used the struggle to grow. Most people let negativity define them. They take criticism personally. They hear you're not good enough and start believing it. But warriors, they use that doubt as fuel. When someone says, you'll never make it, they say, watch me. When life knocks them down, they don't stay down, they rise every single time. How do you apply this in daily life? You stop caring about what people think. You stop giving power to their words. Understand this. Most people who doubt you are just afraid of their own failure. They project their own fears onto you. But that's not your problem. Your job is to keep moving forward. Next time someone doubts you, don't argue, don't explain, just outwork them. Let your success be the loudest response. When you fail, and you will, don't see it as the end, see it as the foundation for your comeback. You have two choices in life. Let the dirt bury you or use it to grow. Every challenge, every insult, every failure is just more soil on your roots. Dig in, get stronger, rise higher. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who tries to bury you. What matters is that you refuse to stay down. Suffering is the key to strength. The greatest warriors weren't born, they were forged. They bled, they suffered, they endured. If you're in hell right now, good. That's where champions are made. Everybody wants to be strong, but nobody wants to suffer. They want the results without the pain, the rewards without the struggle. But let me tell you something, real strength is built in suffering. It's not something you're born with. It's something you earn, rep by rep, battle by battle, through the hardest moments of your life. Most people avoid suffering. They take the easy route, the comfortable path, the road with the least resistance, and then they wonder why they're stuck, why they're weak, why they break the moment life gets tough. You can't expect to be strong if you've never been tested. Warriors aren't built in comfort, they're built in the fire. Think about it. The hardest moments in your life have shaped you the most. The times you felt like giving up but kept pushing. The moments when everything went wrong but you fought through. That's where you became stronger. That's where the real growth happened. How do you apply this in daily life? You stop avoiding what's hard. You stop looking for shortcuts. You embrace the grind, the pain, the struggle, because that's where strength is built. When you're tired, you keep going. When you fail, you get back up. When things don't go your way, you don't complain, you adapt. That's how warriors operate. Every day you have a choice, stay comfortable and weak, or step into the fire and become unbreakable. And I'll tell you this, the fire is where you need to be. That's where champions are made. That's where you prove to yourself that no matter how much life tries to break you, you will not stop. So the next time you're suffering, don't run from it. Lean into it. Take that pain and turn it into power. Because suffering isn't there to destroy you. It's there to make you unstoppable. Excuses are for the weak. Own your life. You don't get to blame your past. You don't get to sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Warriors don't have excuses. They have solutions. They adapt, overcome, and dominate. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be strong, disciplined, and unstoppable. But most people won't get there because they're too busy making excuses. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I wasn't born with the right opportunities. You know what all of these have in common? They're lies. Lies people tell themselves so they can stay comfortable, so they don't have to put in the work. But let me tell you something. Excuses don't build warriors. Ownership does. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, everything changes. Because now you're in control. No more blaming your past. No more waiting for the right moment. No more wishing things were easier. You take what you have and you make it work. Look, life is never going to hand you success. It doesn't owe you anything. If you want something, you have to get up and take it. That means showing up when you don't feel like it. That means putting in the work, even when nobody's watching. That means looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, everything in my life is up to me. How do you apply this to daily life? You stop waiting. You stop making excuses. If you want to be in shape, stop blaming your genetics and start training. If you want to be successful, stop saying you don't have the right connections and start grinding. If you want to change your life, stop waiting for motivation and start taking action. Because nobody is coming to save you. It's on you. And here's the truth. The moment you stop making excuses and start owning your life, you become unstoppable. Because now nothing can hold you back. Not your past, not your circumstances, not even your failures. So from this day forward, make a decision. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more blaming. Own your life, own your results, and go after what's yours. Your mindset determines your future. Most people quit before they even start. They let fear, doubt, and weakness take over. A warrior decides they will win, no matter what, no matter how hard it gets. It's a decision. Make it. Your life is not controlled by your circumstances. It's controlled by your mindset. Two people can go through the exact same struggle. One breaks, the other rises. What's the difference? Mindset. Most people don't even realize they're holding themselves back. They've already lost before they've even started because they've convinced themselves that they can't win. They say things like, I'll never be successful. I'm not smart enough. I don't have what it takes. Let me tell you something. Your brain believes what you tell it. If you feed it weakness, it will make you weak. If you feed it strength, it will make you unstoppable. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but most people use it to destroy themselves instead of build themselves up. So how do you apply this to daily life? You take control of your thoughts. You stop letting negativity dictate your actions. You wake up every day and tell yourself, I can do this. I am built for this. No matter how hard it gets, I will not quit. Because here's the truth. Your mind will either be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. The only difference is how you train it. If you keep telling yourself you're a failure, you'll act like one. If you keep telling yourself you're not good enough, you'll never push yourself to improve. But if you decide right now that you are a warrior, that you are strong, that nothing will stop you, you'll start moving differently. You'll start attacking life instead of reacting to it. The greatest battles are not fought in the gym or on the battlefield. They're fought in your mind. And if you can win up here, you can win anywhere. So stop waiting for things to change. Change your mindset and your future will follow. The harder the battle, the greater the warrior. Every struggle, every setback, every ounce of pain, it's making you stronger. So when life tries to break you, you look it in the face and say, is that all you got? Life is hard. It's not easy and it's not supposed to be. The harder the battle, the greater the warrior. Every struggle you face is an opportunity to grow, to get stronger, and to prove to yourself what you're really made of. But most people quit when it gets tough. They run from the fight, they shrink back, and they wonder why they never reach their full potential. What if I told you that the battle is the gift? What if I told you that the harder things get, the better you have to become? You're not here to take the easy road. You're here to conquer the tough one. When life pushes you to your limit, that's when you find out what you're truly capable of. When you're exhausted, when you've hit rock bottom, when you feel like you can't go any further, that's when the transformation happens. That's when you become the person you've always dreamed of becoming. Think about it. The most successful people, the most resilient warriors, the greatest athletes, they've all faced incredible challenges. They didn't let their battles break them. They used them to build the person they are today. Every hardship, every setback, every failure was a lesson in disguise. And the more you face, the more you learn, and the stronger you get. So how do you apply this to daily life? You embrace the struggle. You don't avoid challenges. You face them head on. When things get tough, instead of quitting, you dig deeper. You push harder. You rise higher. You become the warrior that's forged in the fire of adversity. You're not defined by your victories, but by how you handle your struggles. The harder the battle, the greater the warrior. So when life throws its punches, don't back down. Use it as fuel to become stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Because when you come out the other side, you won't just be a survivor, you'll be a warrior. So remember this, no matter how deep you fall, you can always rise. Rock bottom doesn't define you, it refines you. It's where warriors are made, and if you choose to keep fighting, you'll find your strength. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever been to rock bottom and used that pain to fuel your rise? Drop a comment below and share your story. Let's build each other up. And if you're ready to take your mindset to the next level, don't stop here. Click on the next video and dive deeper into the lessons that will unlock your true potential. Your warrior journey is just getting started.